the tranquility of lying in bed, when the body, weary, grows limp, and the mind begins to slow its pace, a door opens, the door to an inner journey. This is no mere imagination or ordinary meditation. It's the moment when energy starts ascending from the navel to the third eye. No force, no strenuous effort, just lying down, sinking into silence and listening to a subtle whisper, the first sound of energy rising within. Paramahansa Yogananda said the body holds a dormant river that awakens when the body is at rest and consciousness is alert. In this state, when you mindfully feel the softness of your breath at the navel's center, energy stirs as a vibration. No words, no thoughts, just a silent wave. This wave shifts as you gently guide your attention upward from the navel, as if a delicate stream flows through your chest, rising higher. This movement isn't artificial. It's the natural stirring of inner consciousness. You've never met it before, yet it has always been within you. If you can simply feel the depth of your breath and touch the navel's space with your awareness, that touch sparks this vibration. It's not like a blazing light or a burst of power, but a deep, slow motion, like a serene sun rising within. Focusing here, if you begin to sense an inner silence, that silence becomes the first step of energy's ascent. Silence isn't a thought or a word. It's a feeling where everything pauses, yet you remain awake. Dear viewers, you're not watching an ordinary video. This is a journey into your own being. It's not knowledge, but experience. Not a lesson, but a voice longing to speak within you. Please watch this video to the end. It may unlock something profound. The 7 chakras, as described earlier, are key to this journey. To awaken them, particularly the Muladhara, root, and Svadhisthana, sacral chakras near the navel, lie in this restful state and focus on your breath. Chant the Bija mantras. Lam for Muladhara, Vam for Svadhisthana, softly or mentally, aligning with your breath's rhythm. Visualize a golden square or crescent moon at these centers. No force, just gentle awareness. This practice, done in silence before sleep, can stir the dormant energy Yogananda spoke of, initiating its flow upward, cleansing fears, desires, and blockages, aligning body and soul in a natural rhythm. If you seek specific techniques for this practice or wish to explore how to deepen this inner vibration, let me know. Your years of practice, searching, and wandering can pause here, where answers begin to emerge. If you felt something, like and comment. Your experience could be a beacon for another seeker watching this video. As this energy gently rises from the heart to the throat, its nature transforms. It's no longer just motion, but a deeply emotional experience, forming a bridge toward the third eye. Is the third eye a place, a point to touch? No, it's a new window of consciousness through which you begin to peer within. This happens only when you embrace the inner journey with complete humility and silence. Have you noticed that fleeting moment just before sleep or upon waking, neither asleep nor awake? That's when energy can most naturally flow from the navel to the crown, Brahmarandra. No tool is needed, just pure awareness and heartfelt silence. The question isn't how to awaken this energy, but whether you can surrender to silence's waves. Can you reach a state where body and mind are both still? Rest and silence aren't two words, but two hues of the same experience. As you lie in bed, the body's weight dissolving, you realize you are not the body. This is the first sign the energy's journey has begun. Rising from the navel, this subtle force brings a profound peace, indescribable in words, a melody of your inner silence. Focusing on the path from navel to heart to throat, you feel a warmth, like an inner fire, not destructive, but nourishing, awakening. Paramahansa Yogananda called this the first glimpse of inner light. Not a miracle, but life's original state, forgotten. Lingering here, the body feels lighter, the mind's clutter of unnecessary thoughts disperses, and breathing slows. It's as if someone else breathes within you, signaling consciousness rising above the body. In this moment, one task remains: stay alert. You're not falling asleep. You're at the threshold where consciousness enters a new level. Feeling the throat's center, the vibration yearns to reach the third eye, but the path winds through emotions. Here arises a profound question. Can you fully surrender to the inner force pulling you, unseen? Can you be so silent that your inner voice merges with the universe's silent waves? Many seekers falter here, as dense silence unknows the ego. But this fear isn't real. It's the end of the false identity you've called I. Before reaching the third eye, energy must cross barriers, the greatest being hesitation. Can you fully surrender to the unknown, a mere feeling, an invitation from within? When hesitation dissolves, the energy becomes a river, flowing upward in a serpentine motion, the Sushumna Nadi, as ancient yogis named it. This is no imagination, but the body's true design. The journey now stands at the door, where the first glimpse of light may appear, granted only to those arriving with complete silence, faith, and awareness. As the energy, rising from the navel, knocks at the third eye, words fall short. This is where you peer beyond body and mind. To aid this journey, focus on the Anahata and Vishuddha chakras, using their bija mantras, Yam for Anahata, Ham for Vishuddha, while lying in restful silence. Visualize a light green hexagon at the heart and a formless multicolored glow at the throat. Breathe slowly, directing awareness along this path, letting emotions soften without forcing progress. This aligns with Yogananda's teachings of awakening the inner river through restful awareness. If you seek detailed practices to guide this energy to the third eye or wish to explore the Sushumna's role further, let me know. As energy reaches the third eye, extraordinary sensations begin. A subtle vibration pulsing between the eyebrows. Not a physical experience, but a touch of consciousness. Paramahansa Yogananda called this the dawn of divine vision. Here, the mind often makes a mistake. It tries to grasp this experience. But this experience deepens not through grasping, but through surrender, like gazing at a lake's surface without disturbing it. You must simply witness, without interference or thought. Can you be so silent as to observe the transformations within without judgment? Are you ready to enter a space where nothing of you remains, only light? The energy pulls toward the third eye. but the path is crossed only through pure love and profound silence. Not relational love, but love for existence, for yourself, for life's mystery. Lying down, your vision turns inward. Eyes closed, yet light appears. Some see a blue flame, others golden waves, or the radiance of void, unique yet real for each. Yogananda said the third eye isn't imagination, but the soul's window, requiring inner purity of not just actions, but thoughts. Can you face every deception, desire, and fear within, without fleeing or defending? Energy stabilizes at the third eye only when the mind is still, accepted without judgment or shame, as a mere witness. The energy manifests as a sound, a vibration rising from existence's depths, distinct from breath. You're no longer seeing, you become seeing itself. This is when the third eye's door opens, and consciousness enters a new experience, like a long-closed door creaking open, revealing unheard music, unfamiliar scents, or a speaking silence. Here, you sense another eye within, silent until now, awakening. The energy is no longer motion, but light, born from your soul, not an external source. Doubts and expectations dissolve, but a subtle trap lies here, the allure of the experience. The urge to repeat this glimpse arises, but beware. What seeks repetition isn't consciousness, but memory. The greatest question emerges: can you let go of even this hard-earned experience? Can you surrender so deeply that the experience itself doesn't bind you? When energy reaches the third eye, it doesn't just change vision, it transforms how you see the world. Everything, objects, people, circumstances, appears in a new dimension. The external world now feels internal. You're awake, not just physically, but as a soul, seeing through the eye's hidden lens. Yogananda called this the initiation of inner vision, not bestowed by a guru, but blossoming through your practice. This vision, unseen yet more real than reality, stirs unfamiliar feelings, as if someone waited for you within for centuries, as if the body was a mere veil, and you're now meeting the light beneath. This light isn't for display, but a sacred, delicate experience, impossible to capture in words. To deepen this, focus on the Ajna Chakra, third eye, in silence, using its bija mantra Om, while lying in restful awareness, as described earlier. Visualize a deep indigo or violet light at the brow's center, breathing slowly, letting emotions dissolve without chasing the experience. This aligns with Yogananda's teachings of inner light. If you need specific meditation techniques for the Ajna Chakra or guidance on navigating this surrender, let me know. Without masks, without the shadow of thoughts, after this experience, there's no turning back. Life will never be the same. Every breath now carries the essence of consciousness. Every heartbeat echoes energy's call. To hear this pulse requires no ears, but the courage to dive into inner depths. This pulse belongs not to the body, but to the soul, a gentle vibration, not loud, touching you quietly. As you abide in silence, this vibration deepens. The seeker feels the energy, not only rising, but spreading within, from the navel, touching the subtle gates of the heart. In this moment, a new love awakens, not for a person, but for all existence. The love you knew was limited, tied to presence, but this love exists without cause, expectation, or form. Here, the mind opens another door: memories. Images, scenes, and pains from the past surface, for as energy ascends, buried memories that could obstruct it emerge. The seeker faces a choice: cling to these memories or witness them and let go. Those who observe as a spectator move forward. Those who grasp them stall. Here, practice ceases to be effort, it becomes surrender. Surrender doesn't mean defeat, but handing yourself to the energy. No longer the guide, but a traveler trusting the inner direction. Meditation now isn't an act or method, it simply happens. No meditator, no meditation. Only profound oneness remains. The seeker realizes the third eye isn't a point, but a doorway, not for seeing light, but becoming it. You see not just the energy, but the mystery behind it. What force drives breath, makes the heart beat, unveils new worlds in meditation? This question pulls you deeper. Was this force within me, or am I within it? It dawns that you are neither the force, nor merely the seeker. You are the silent mystery behind all. The journey shifts from self to the self that never took birth, a silent glimpse beyond thought or imagination. As energy touches not just the body's centers, but the soul's silent layers, practice enters its most earnest, purest form. Your vision transforms. You no longer identify things by name or form, but feel their essence. The energy, rising from the navel to the third eye, becomes a bridge connecting the soul to its own reflection. A unique peace arises, not from comfort, but from inner acceptance. Accepting yourself wholly, virtues and limits, births a light within. No goals, no desires remain, yet an inspiration stirs. Do I keep this experience for myself, or offer it to the silence from which it came? The seeker decides. They're no longer practicing. Practice happens to them. The body doesn't breathe. Breath draws the body. Meditation isn't done. It unfolds. Energy doesn't stop at the third eye. It moves toward the void, the unknown, ultimate silence, beyond words, questions, I or mine. Is this silence frightening? No. It's the soul's first touch, revealing you were never alone. The seeker wasn't searching for something external. The seeker was the sought. A gentle smile blooms within, wordless gratitude for the silence that, disguised as practice, led you to your truth. Yet a curiosity lingers. Is this the final stage, or is there more unseen? When practice becomes silence, and the seeker merges with it, a new journey begins, not to another direction, but deeper into the boundless. Energy, having risen from the navel, past the third eye and merged into silence, now stirs a vibration saying, not everything is done. The practice enters the subconscious's deep waters, not a dark cave, but an ocean where memories, emotions, echoes of lifetimes, and the soul's unseen calls float. The energy no longer just touches chakras, but the I that birthed them, the I mistaken for mind or thought. Now it's clear, this I is no thought, but a resolve, a light thread tied to the cosmos. Old scenes resurface, emotions awaken, like an ancient river flowing again. A question arises: should I pause at these emotions? Do these memories block my truth, or must I cross them to see my deeper self? This question holds the seeker. To navigate this, focus on the Ajna chakra with the bija mantra Om in silent meditation as before. Visualize indigo light at the brow, observing memories without clinging, surrendering to the flow. For deeper guidance on crossing subconscious memories or stabilizing this energy, let me know. The journey of energy from the navel to the third eye is no longer an ascent. It's a bridge enabling dialogue between the soul and the divine. When this dialogue begins, questions dissolve and answers sprout from within, not as words from books or gurus, but from the silence where the soul stands bare before the divine. This bareness isn't external renunciation, but an inner acceptance, releasing every illusion, ego, thought, and image. The seeker no longer directs the energy's flow. The energy moves the seeker, like a river carving its own banks, creating its path. The body becomes the seeker's temple, consciousness its vital breath. Every breath turns into meditation, every pulse a mantra. The third eye ceases to be a mere center. It's a doorway where boundaries between inner and outer dissolve. Through this door, the seeker sees the universe as light, every leaf, particle, and sound as varied waves of the same energy now vividly perceived within. The seeker isn't in an act, but in seeing, and this seeing transforms creation. Can you grasp what one sees through this door? Do you see yourself, or only what was unseen before? Love, silence, cosmic sound, vast light. The seeker questions: is my body my home, or do I dwell in another sky? Is what I see a dream or the dawn of awakening? No clear answers come, for answers have become experiences. The third eye is no longer a seeing center, but a source of experience, where you don't think, you feel, flow, lose yourself, and find a new self. Here, the seeker understands the journey's purpose wasn't reaching a destination, but losing and rediscovering the self. This loss isn't defeat, but a surrender where existence absorbs you. Consciousness flows in a new direction, not you moving energy from navel to third eye, but energy carrying you beyond where the seer dissolves. No seeker, no practice, no experiencer remains, only experience, only being. This being is so profound that words cannot enter. Language melts into silence, and time, direction, and purpose merge into one. The energy's flow is felt not just in the head, but across the universe, as if the ocean flows from the drop. In this subtle moment, you say, I am nothing, yet in this nothingness, I am everything. Paramahansa Yogananda's method blooms in its full beauty. Not a technique, but an invitation to dive within, to lose yourself. Moving energy from navel to third eye isn't practice, but a flow of love. Learning to love yourself as the divine does. The body, no longer a burden, becomes an instrument where energy's fingers play the divine sound. Have you felt your body speak like music when the mind stills? Or seen light's rays pour from your eyes? not seen, but felt. This is possible if you surrender to the navel silence and recognize the third eye's silence. Is this the end or a beginning, where energy reshapes not just the inner, but the outer world? When a seeker attains inner fullness, it touches the incomplete external world. The silence once dwelled in now shines through their words. The once lazy body vibrates with divine waves. Astonishingly, a practice begun lying in bed transforms the outer world. This is the glory of Yogananda's method, not just the soul's awakening, but preparation to resonate with creation. To deepen this, lie in silence, focusing on the Ajna chakra with the Om mantra, visualizing indigo light at the brow. Surrender to the flow, observing without control, letting energy carry you beyond the third eye. If you need guidance on embodying this universal flow or resonating with creation, let me know. The energy that journeyed from the navel to the third eye now returns, infusing the entire body with divinity. Not only the body, the bed where you practice has become a temple. Have you ever considered that the simple act of sitting or lying down could bring such profound transformation? Have you felt the space where you meditate in silence vibrate with energy? This energy no longer resides solely within you. It flows into the air, nature, words, and touch around you. Like a seed once alone in the soil that sprouts, its leaves conversing with the wind, its roots communing with the earth. You are no longer just the center, but the source of energy. Your silence is no longer confined to solitude. It's a vibration touching every soul in your presence. Is this a miracle, or the truth hidden in every soul? Can you, without a word, ignite light in another? Is this energy limited to the third eye, or does it flow through your touch, gaze, and silence? This is when the seeker ceases to be a seeker. They become a flame, a lamp burning to kindle others. This lamp needs no walls, no temple, no destination. Its existence is worship, its silence a mantra, its life a message. The journey's next phase deepens. As energy flows outward, what does it create? Is it mere vibration or the recreation of existence? It's no longer just vibration. It becomes creation, sprouting as thoughts, flowing as emotions, taking form as actions. This energy no longer confines itself to meditation. It illuminates every corner of your life. Your vision shifts. You no longer see objects, but recognize the consciousness within them. Your words transform, carrying not ego's insistence, but love's humility. Your steps change, no longer chasing goals, but taken with mindful awareness. Are you the same person once entangled in questions, seeking energy's experience, yearning to dissolve in silence? Now, silence flows through you. You no longer cultivate silence. It has taken residence within. The journey's direction shifts. You no longer awaken energy. It moves you. It's not your breath, but the rhythm of your heartbeats. The I you claimed fades, replaced by a vast we. You realize creation isn't separate. You are its pulse. Is this realization mere experience or the birth of a new consciousness? Is it the end of practice or the start of a journey stretching from within to the cosmos? To deepen this, Continue meditating on the Ajna chakra with the Om mantra, visualizing indigo light at the brow, letting energy flow outward without control. Incorporate the Anahata chakra with the Yam mantra to cultivate universal love, lying in silence, observing as a witness, allowing energy to permeate your actions and presence. If you seek specific practices to channel this energy outward or deepen this cosmic connection, let me know. Now, you move not from navel to third eye, but from third eye to the cosmos. This cosmos isn't distant. It's hidden in the same silence you enter each night, lying in bed. Paramahansa Yogananda's method ceases to be practice. It becomes life's natural essence. Your sleep, wakefulness, speech, and listening merge into a silent stream of energy. You transcend words, yet exist within them. You're boundless, yet at ease within limits. This state cannot be confined to scriptures or imparted through initiation. It's revealed by burning in the fire of experience. The seeker's journey reaches a point where their silence touches others' souls. When silence stirs another's inner being, practice transforms into a dialogue from soul to soul. Meditation is no longer an exercise, but a living wave that sees, hears, feels, without speaking. The seeker doesn't remain silent. They become silence. They no longer wield energy. They dissolve into it. Words fade, but the experience deepens. The journey from navel to third eye becomes a flow, no longer confined to the body, but permeating all existence. Lying in bed at night is no longer an invitation to sleep, but a knock at consciousness's door. The body rests, the mind silences, and energy charts its own course, sometimes touching the navel's chakras, sometimes rising through the spine to merge with the third eye's light. The seeker has nothing to do, no effort, no practice, only surrender to the silence that speaks within, to the light seen not with eyes, but with the heart. Every night becomes an anticipation of bliss, every morning awaking into new energy. Life itself becomes practice, walking, meeting, eating, drinking, laughing, crying. All practice. When the seeker reaches this state, their energy awakens others. Their silent presence sparks questions in others. Who am I? Why am I? Am I what I've believed? This ignites another's journey. This is Yogananda's final secret. When a seeker's energy sows a seed in another, meditation transcends the personal, becoming a cosmic responsibility. To embody this, lie in silence, focusing on the Ajna chakra with the Om mantra, visualizing indigo light at the brow, surrendering to the flow without effort. Let this extend to the Sahasrara chakra, crown, with silent awareness, feeling the energy connect to the cosmos. If you need guidance on sustaining this cosmic flow or awakening others through presence, let me know. This journey has no end, for energy is boundless, love is limitless, and silence takes new forms in every soul, every era. Today, you connect with this profound experience. Tomorrow, another will. This tradition has flowed in unspoken silence for centuries. Now, it's up to you. Will you merely experience this energy or carry it to another soul? The energy rising from navel to third eye as you lie in bed isn't yours. It belongs to creation. You are but a conduit. Realizing this, you smile in silence, like a yogi, a lover, a creator who knows there's nothing to say, only to flow as energy. Dear seekers, if this journey has sparked a new energy within, share it with others. If it has inspired you to see life anew, like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can journey deeper together. Our journey doesn't end here. Next time, we'll step toward new light, and we hope you'll join us. To sustain this, practice lying in silence, focusing on the Ajna chakra with the Om mantra, visualizing indigo light, and surrendering to the cosmic flow. Extend awareness to the Sahasrara chakra, crown, feeling unity with existence. If you need guidance on sharing this energy or deepening this practice, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider share, like, and subscribe our channel.